They brought home the means to do that.
Sure, yeah, I had $5 my allowance, and I would go spend it on the wrong things.
And so, what does that look like in a real society where people are struggling? You can't make it too complicated for them. So what I like about this is they're going to work on the companies and then put those foods in the food line. And the president, with I think 1.5 or even more $billion subsidizing farmers so that maybe those foods can be in the food chain a little bit cheaper too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an all hands on deck. It can't just be the consumer who's struggling, who's going to make these wholesale changes. I worry about that, and I like this as an answer.
Yeah, it's recalibrating, to Harris's point, what people are growing and what is in, the ecosystem of food. But it is also knowledge. And what we find here, Leslie, is sandwiches, including burgers, were the top contributor of ultra-processed calories for kids and adults, making up 7.6 and 8.6%. These are things you don't know. Maybe you think, you're eating a burger and it's protein. So, it's knowledge as well.
I agree. Actually, I was going to talk about, you guys read my mind like an algorithm, because I was going to talk about cost.
Or your friend.
I was going to talk about cost, and I was going to talk about education. I went to Italy for 3 weeks, ate pasta every day, and came back 7 pounds lighter. That doesn't happen in the United States, and one of the reasons is what we put in our food, those hidden ingredients processing. Now, they are on the labels, okay? And if you ever look at, why do kids love ketchup? Sugar, right? There's a lot of sugar, and that's so that you buy sugar-free ketchup. It's still sugar and hidden sugars in there. High fructose corn syrup is, one, hider of sugar. But two of the things are cost, right? Take a family where, the parents are working 2 jobs, and you have that, I'm not going to say, you have that meal that's $1.99. You got 2 or 3 kids. You go through a drive-through because of time, because you got to go now to job B, and you have the time with the kids in between. You're going to